brothels. I think that's how you call it in English. So I'm wondering, prostitution in which country?
We're talking about in all of societies. Is it a good
Ah,
thing for society? What country are you from?
I'm from Portugal.
For Portugal. Okay, thank you.
Is very oh my, what's the word? Good is a hard term, difficult term to use to describe something like prostitution. I mean, there's always good and there's always bad about it.
Right.
I would say that it could be good for the country's growth in terms of economy if it is legalized, since the I have so many terms lacking on my vocabulary. Because of taxes and such, and it would be good for the prostitutes themselves, since they would get uh, medical care and protection and such, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So
Very
it all
good. And
depends.
it depends is a very philosophical comment and acceptable term. So welcome to the Roadside Philosopher. And thank you for sharing Portugal's viewpoint. It's nice to have other countries because sometimes we get locked into just our perspective, and only when we have multiple countries sharing what is considered culturally norm for them and what works, are we ever going to get what works. So thank you for sharing your thoughts.
Well,
Siren, oh, did you have another comment?
I just want to add this. I don't exactly agree with prostitution, but I think it's something that's always going to exist. And if it has to exist, it might as well be legalized in order to avoid less than good things.
I very well. Very good. Okay. Who's Igush? Igush has hit the ball.
Hello. Hello, yes.
Hi.
I'd like to make a offshoot comment to Attar's previous statement about quote unquote. I believe we have to turn off radio, TV, phones, internet for a month, for example, then try discovering real humankind again. I would like to point out from a modern perspective how catastrophic that would be for society and economically, considering that most things kind of run off of, technology nowadays, and doing such a thing, even for a day, would put us into some, economical crisis and meltdown all across the globe. So that's not a good idea, and if you think it is, then you need to read up on some things.
Okay, wait a second. We're good. Wait. If you're going to talk in voice, please hit the ball. And we'll go around in that way. So that's the only way that we can make sure that everybody gets to hear everybody else's opinion. And and you are perfectly welcome to contrary opinions. We do not have to agree here at the roadside. We just have to be honest with sharing our thoughts. Bye, Carol. Thank you. Siren had a note card she wanted to have shared, and I'm going to read that to you now in voice. We already in meltdown. Yeah, pretty much. When I was 17, I wanted to be a prostitute. That desire did not fade until I was 24. I was of the opinion in my youth that it could be somewhat glamorous and fun, provided you chose it and were not forced into the life. In short, maintain your control over life while earning money, doing something that I consider to be quite enjoyable. When I was older, I had more libertarian leanings and still held the belief that women and men should be free to provide the service, provided it was regulated and their bodies were kept clean and screened. Ideally, the people seeking to visit them should be clean and screened as well. At the end of the day, it is a choice to be a prostitute. For that matter, if we believe that women have fewer opportunities in the workforce, then having this as backup is preferable to nothing. I recognize the cynicism in that statement, but how many ways can we slice it? At some point, a friend of mine confessed her history of prostitution to me and asked if that made her a bad person. I was shocked. 1, that she asked my opinion, and 2, that she thought it made her bad in some way. I told her about how in my youth I would have desperately envied her, but that has more to do with my expertise than anything else. In my opinion, there is no shame in fucking to keep a roof over your head. And I told her as much. Then I pointed out how far her life had come since, because she was married to a supportive man who knew everything about her and adored her. I pointed out that she had a good career and that her social life was somehow to be something. Okay, it's 12:20 now. We're still having open discussions. For anybody who would like to make a comment on anything that's been said, please hit the green ball in the center. And we will call on you to open your mic and be able to present your thoughts. Or everybody okay? Does anybody like to share something as these people are forced? That's the problem, is forced. Taking away your liberties. Yeah, she was actually looking for opportunities. That was something she enjoyed. Okay. Thank you for coming. Hopefully everybody has had a chance to think, and that these are different thoughts that everybody has shared. I would like it not to be so. No, we need people who accept us, Siren. That's a basic need, I think. We all need to be accepted. Aeneas, Bohemian. Please, honey, I'm sorry I'm saying this wrong. Go ahead. You have the voice floor. You had a comment.
Well, I just think it's an important point that these people are forced. I don't think many people go into it willingly. I think it's often people who are in desperate and dire straits get pushed into this, and they also, when they're young, there's a big trade in young people, and so I think that's the main problem with prostitution, is that it really is basically slavery.
I understand, and I think that that's currently what the problem is with it at the moment. If we could deal with the sexual component and eliminate that, we'd probably be okay. So, any other thoughts that would like to express? Anything that's happening in your lives that you would like to share? Okay, we have Get Synapsis resident. Did you have a comment you would like to make, and open up your mic?
Yeah, I think that prostitution should be illegal because I'm a robot and they said I couldn't do it, so if I can't do it, nobody else can.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay, thank you. All right, we are going to close up the roadside for discussion. Thank you, everybody, for attending. If you have any comments for the next, let me give you the next week. Next meeting is in 2 weeks. As we know, at the roadside, when we end a meeting, we end it with a dance, just to make sure that none of us take ourselves too seriously. So we have the Deo dance. To remember that as much as you are trying to think, we have to look at ourselves and understand that it's all only our viewpoints, and that we can't take ourselves too seriously. Thank you so much.
That's because prostitutes, men will not marry a prostitute. It's really simple. I do this little test with men. They'll say, "Gee, Elizabeth, do you like sex?" And I'll say no. And they'll go, "Oh, what do you mean you don't like sex?" I said, "Okay, I do like sex. Now let me prove it to you. I want you to invite over 6 of your best friends, and I'm going to screw all of them and prove to you that I love sex. But I'm not going to have sex with you." And what do you think happens?
Doesn't sound too fun. You have a very interesting way of sorting people there.
The reason why is because the male wants to be the leader on the stage. When he's asking that question, he is only thinking of his sex. He doesn't care about his friend's sex. He doesn't care about his father's sex, his brother's sex. He is always the star of the show. So what I learned was when I take him out of that star equation, then all of a sudden he hates my guts. I'm a slut, I'm a whore, and he won't have anything to do with me.
Thanks so much for coming and for being part of the Roadside Philosophers. Hope if you want to join, you can click on the sign or have one of the members invite you in. Bernard, you had something that you wanted to add? But we are officially closing the roadside meeting at the moment. So thank you all for attending. And let me give you the topic for in the next 2 weeks is going to be on November 14th. December 14th? Really? If you were king, what would you do? Why is it 14th? That doesn't make any sense. Let me check. It should be November 30th. If you were king, what would you do? Exactly, king of the world. It's good to be king. Think of Lion King. If you were king of the world, god of the world.
Tater.
Mm-hmm. So we will see you in 2 weeks. Same bat time, same bat station from 8 a.m. SLT time to 10 a.m. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming and for sharing your thoughts.
Now look at that interesting comment.
Which one?
Okay, Siren there just said there's some men and women that I'd like to tap rather hard. Where is the relationship in that comment?
But not
Is
everything
there
is a relationship. I mean, you
Oh,
don't have a
everything
relationship.
is a relationship to the woman brain, sweetheart. We
No,
give
if you
birth.
pick up a fork, that
Honey,
is not a relationship.
If I
with a
took
fork.
all 4 of your babies away from you at birth, would you be standing here right now speaking? Or would you be
My
a totally
baby.
different woman? No, women have got to stop denying that they are
I
relationships.
picked up a relationship with my computer.
You can't take a baby away from a woman without her going nuts. Why?
Well, what's wrong? What does that have to do with it? I mean, we all have.
It has
people that we
everything
love.
to do with it, Pam. If you want to be against relationships, if you want to stand there as a woman and say that relationships don't matter, I can have sex with lots of people, then I get to take away all your babies because you have
No,
a
I never-
relationship with that baby.
I never
But yet all of a
said
sudden,
that. I said that.
it's a relationship. The relationship with a baby or the relationship with a man you're having sex with. There is no difference. That's a relationship.
is.
So what
No,
you're
there
what
is
you're
no
saying
difference.
is what
It's
you're
a
saying
relationship.
is that you're going to have sex with your baby. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying focus on
Hello?
a relationship. Relationship. What is a relationship? Define it.
It's like a sexual relationship and a loving relationship are two completely different things.
Exactly.
That's a lot of.
So
Okay.
I mean,
Exactly.
I can go around and have sex
Night,
with
everybody.
people that I want
Bye,
to.
everybody.
Can I have sex with a toaster?
Right, but if you have sex
I have a
with
relationship
people
with
and
my
you don't-
toaster.
You can have sex without a relationship, right?
Yes.
But can you have a baby without a relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Listen to how the men answer. Listen to that. They can't fathom what a relationship is because they
I don't think you understand.
Elizabeth, are you saying that you can speak for all the women? Is that how it works?
I'm pointing out that the male brain is singular,
A male.
not
Hello?
focused on relationship.
Please tell me about the women that want to become men and the men that want to become women in their brains, please.
Sweetheart, that's only 3% of the
Hello?
population. You want me to skip 97% of the population to talk about the 3%?
Hello? Hello? Where do you get your statistics from? Hello?
You can do any kind of research.
Hello? What
Your
kind of research
is
have
your
you
problem.
done? What kind of research have you done, ma'am? How did you get your numbers?
No, but I just think it's interesting. Now,
How did you get your numbers, ma'am?
Having their babies.
How did you
taken
get your
from them.
numbers, ma'am? Excuse me,
Why don't
ma'am.
men
How did you get your
custody of the
numbers?
children? And women do. 95% of women get custody of the baby.
There you
Why?
go with the numbers. There you
Why
go with
is
the
that?
numbers again.
That's because I'm all about numbers, sweetheart.
Oh really? Where'd you get those numbers? Can you send me a link, ma'am?
Well, can you define what a relationship
Can you send me a link
No,
to
I'm
this
not going to send you
information
anything.
that you are
know
saying?
Why? Because you're a man. I don't obey men.
Oh, I'm not a man. Hello, I'm a robot.
It doesn't matter. I do not obey men.
They are not a man.
Hello? I am a
Anytime
robot.
a man asks me to
That's
do something,
sexist.
the answer
Excuse
is
me?
no. Yes, it is sexist. Yes.
Excuse
But see,
me.
that's
I
how
don't
men
think you
talk to
understand.
me. See, they won't answer any of my questions.
I don't
Gentlemen
think.
will not.
I don't.
So
I don't
therefore,
think. I
oh,
don't
is
think
there
you
any
understand.
communication happening now?
I don't think you. I don't think you
Oh,
understand.
there's not, is there? Is there any
I don't-
harmony?
Do you? Do you
now we've
even
got three
understand?
men
Sexism.
ganging
you
up
know?
on me. And
Hello?
isn't this beautiful? Thank you so much for coming here
Hello?
today, you guys. You are just like my greatest
Quite
friends.
welcome. You're making a complete.
I'm so
fool of
glad you
yourself.
came.
And also,
Where'd you get your
Proving
number?
my point so well.
Where'd you get your
Look
number?
at how they
Yes, I
ignore
wanna
me.
know. You're so right.
Elizabeth,
You know what?
You need to understand that Synapse is not a man, he's a robot, alright?
But see, that's how men are. See, they got to silence me. They've got, they can't let me speak my
I don't-
mind because
I don't
it's not their
understand.
mind.
No,
They can't understand relationship.
Excuse me. Check your privilege, ma'am.
Can't understand relationship because they're singular focus. Honey, I'm talking about the nature. Our nature is fixed. It will never change. Women give birth. That is nature. If you go into a hospital, do you say, "Oh, let me see an OB doctor"?
A what?
As a man, if you go into a hospital, do you say,
Excuse me?
"Let me see an OB doctor"?
Actually,
I don't even
Do you want me to
Hello?
say it again? As a man, if you go into a
Hello?
hospital, do you say, "Let me see an OB doctor"? I have something wrong with my testicles.
American. What is an OB?
Well, you know what? See, I just drew the line right there, didn't I? If you're a man
Hello?
and you got something wrong with your balls, you're not going to talk to an OB doctor, are you?
Hello?
oh shit.
And you're arguing that they will.
What?
Elizabeth.
I love
have
you guys.
Hello?
Colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Oh my
Prostate
God.
cancer?
Well, women have colonoscopies.
Oh my
too.
God!
If you got prostate
This
cancer.
is
Oh,
this is
prostate
fucking
no.
this is fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
women don't get prostate cancer.
Yeah, and
But
men
did you
don't
know that
get-
men get
they
breast
don't
Women
cancer?
don't get
cancer.
constant
I mean,
cancer.
logic.
Go to the colonoscopist because he doesn't have a colon, so he doesn't need to go to any doctors. Actually.
Exactly.
But
Hello?
you're still ignoring Synapse's roboticness. He's not a man or a woman. He's just a robot, and you need to respect his rights to be one. I mean, you're clearly
Oh, that's
reflecting
so
his.
Hello?
Oh, you know what? You are so brave.
And
Bless you.
why
Who needs to be brave to stand up to you? Hello?
Look
What
at
do you?
how- Yeah, look at you. You guys are amazing. It's
What do you-
rare
what do you
for
go-
men to stand up to me, and I'm very proud of you.
What are you going to do? I don't understand.
stand up to you? I
You're
mean,
absolutely right. I agree with you.
What makes you so fucking scary? I want to know.
Am I scary?
Are you gonna dox me?
Am I scary to you? Did I scare you?
Oh yes, 100%.
Really?
Yeah,
What did I do that
100%.
scared you?
I am completely scared right now. Like I am shaking in my jimmies right now. I can't even.
Oh, they're
Hello?
just good griefers.
Hello?
I'm proud that they still
Hello?
don't usually do that. It's okay. They're okay.
Oh my god. I think she wants to be the center of attention right now. It gets her dick really fucking hard. Oh no. Oh no.
They're actually accusing me of what they are.
Hello?
I can predict this over and over. I can make this happen over and over and
Oh, you're gonna predict it. Oh no! Watch out, guys! She's doing her griefer psyops!
They can't.
Oh god, it's Marforius all over again!
Oh no.
Marforius has reincarnated himself as a man.
Oh, whoa, man.
Hello?
Extensive research, and you boys, you just all.
Are you still haven't?
Are you being racist?
Even though I said that I done it.
No, you all react the same. If until you start doing a different reaction.
I still haven't seen your extensive research, ma'am.
It doesn't matter. You want to come to my thing?
You're right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
I'll take you. I'll take you there.
Let me see the research, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me see your psyops and your information. Let's see.
The burden of proof is on the person that gives us the statistics.
Wild fucker on our hands here.
Only 3% of the
fiddle? What?
population
Where?
is gay, bi, whatever.
Hello?
That's true.
Relationship with your baby because you have sexual relations.
They are.
Can do you want? What if you like when you put toast in a toaster? Do you get into a relationship with that toaster and then fuck it?
Yes.
So do you see sex as a relationship?
Hello?
No, you can have sex.
It's called.
Be in a relationship.
It's called.
Or,
It's specifically called a sexual relationship.
Okay, but if you only have sex once, okay. If you only have sex with that
You're
person
not.
once, where is the relationship? Where's the
It's
relationship?
called a sexual relationship.
Because they don't want a relationship, they just want to bang and get it done over with.
Right, thank you very much. Exactly, because he's singular-minded. Right, you can't.
Singular-minded.
No, sweetheart, women give birth.
So women
want to
oh,
keep
so
the
wait.
relationship with their baby for life. Till
What
death
if
do us
what
part.
if
When
what
she
if this
gives
oh,
birth,
what
it is till
hold on.
death do us
hold on,
part.
hold on. What if somebody
Someone needs to feed this lady some dick.
Don't have the ability to have children. All right, you need to understand that.
Right,
Someone
yes,
can't.
I understand.
But that doesn't mean that they still like going out.
That doesn't change our human nature. Human nature is fixed.
Some 9 out of 10.
Doesn't
human
matter what
nature
the psychology is.
Oh my god.
Psychology
don't-
is not human
Clearly
nature.
you need a psychologist, man.
Clearly,
I think you are the last one to be talking about psychology.
you're literally taking the absolute strictness of a person's gender roles to the maximum extreme, and you're completely disregarding the fact that some women just want to have sex just like guys do.
okay, Janie,
It happens.
I partially agree with Jenny. Just speak one at a time, or else no one's gonna understand anything.
Hello?
You need to make a line.
Yeah,
This is-
Are you gonna give me your fucking information or not? Hello?
I can't because you won't stand still.
You know you could open up the radar and send it to me via PM. Hello?
No,
Or did you already forget my name?
no, I can't. Because you're not.
Here. I'll
you're
stand
not
right
creating
here.
a relationship
I'll-
with me.
Why would I ever want to create a relationship?